guys, I decided to make a quick YouTube video because I just trained, I'm just done, and I posted on Instagram if you want to see it. Here's my name. And now would be the time in my training that I would stretch. So I thought this would be the perfect timing to show you what my general stretching routine is after, for example, a push workout. And I think we should just begin. So, something that I learned through injuries or half injuries, which means just having some pain, is that you always should stretch balanced. That means stretching like this, overhead stretch. The first stretch that I do, always look to be symmetrical. Keep a posterior pelvic tilt and lean your face to the floor. Elbows should be completely locked. You can hold this anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds or even longer. It's a light stretch, but you can go harder into it. If this is not enough stretch for you, you can take a parallel. This one is by TRT Calisthenics. You can use my code Levisthenics TRT if you want 10% off. You can buy those on Instagram or on their website. So basically, you just take something like this to elevate your hands, and that enables you to go deeper into the stretch. So that way we stretch our lats and our back shoulder a little bit, and we want to balance that, like I said. So we want to stretch our front delts. Always look to be symmetrical, keep your arms straight and lean forward into this. You can also call this Hephaesto or shoulder dislocation stretch. This is one of my favorites and I always do it. Again, 10 to 30 seconds, but you can always go longer. Same principle. If you want a deeper stretch, just take a parallel, put your hands on it, and do it again. It enables you to go even deeper. This stretch is very useful for Hephaestos because you're gonna be in that position when you're doing them. It's gonna be helpful for back lever, Hephaesto and back lever, and it's also gonna be helpful for mana. I can do mana and I can also not do Hephaesto, but it is very useful for those because you can gain at least the shoulder mobility. What it also is useful for, if you do it correctly, if you leave your arms straight, it's a lot of pressure. You also have to be careful with that in the beginning. A lot of pressure on your biceps, and that's helpful for planche. Alright, those are the two main stretches that I do for the upper body, for my shoulders. But what you also can't forget is the lower body. So basic stretch, hands on the ground, forward, fold, hold. To make it easier, you can take the parallel, place your hands on it, or you can just do it like this, fingers, knuckles, hand, or just touch here, here, and work yourself down. You can also touch the back of your thighs and compress more like this. It's very helpful for V-sit. But yeah, this is a very good exercise. Now, something that I rather do in my warm-up, but also sometimes my stretching routine after a workout, is just leaning into the wrists a little bit more, because you can never have too much mobility in here. Don't go too hard, even if especially if your wrists are hurting after the training. Now to stretch your forearms, maybe after planche, you got some pain in there. This is very useful. Wrists in supination and leaning backwards. If you want to make it harder, place your hands further away from you. Do the same. It doesn't really matter how you have your legs. You can also be in posterior pelvic tilt or anterior, it doesn't really matter. Stretches on your forearms. Alright, Now, if you want to stretch your shoulders even more, you can get yourself a wall. Place your hand like this. Other hand can go anywhere you want for stabilization. Arms straight and lean into that stretch. Stretches out your chest and your frontals. Always do it on both sides. Also very good for the bicep, as you're leaving your arms straight and the wrist supinated. Alright, after this, stretching part would be done. What I also use, something like this, massage roll or deep tissue massage roll. In Germany we call them Faszienrolle. I don't know how you say it in English, but that's what we call it in Germany. What I use it for is, especially after front lever, if my lats are really tight, I place it under my upper back, get my arms in the position that I'm usually in when I'm doing front lever, and then I roll over those parts. If you find a spot that's very tight, just stay on it. Maybe wait a little bit, move very small movements, do very small movements. Lean into it if one side, like in my case right now, if one side hurts more than the other, you can lean into it. And it's very nice to address those tight areas. You can also do it on your legs, or you can use it on other parts. It's not very useful for the chest. I've tried that, but you can also do that if you want to. Now, one last thing. I'm not going to show you the brand, but this is a massage gun. Basically, you can use it to massage into the bicep, into the shoulder, chest, wherever you want it. It has multiple settings, and you can just use it here. And as you can see, my biceps is vibrating, and that really helps it recover if the area is especially sore. Yeah, it's another very useful tool that I use. And that will be basically it from a warm-up. Since a lot of you asked for other videos, they are also going to come. What I eat in a day, a video about my injury that I had half a year to 1 year ago, around that, tendinitis. I'm gonna talk about that more. The video is already in shooting, but I just thought I would make this quick video for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. If you want to see more of me, you can always follow me on my Instagram, again linked here, and I guess I'll see you in the next video.